Hi guys, my name's Conor Thornton. I'm a PGA professional here at Riyadh Golf Club in Saudi Arabia, and today I'm here with Golf Digest Middle East to discover pitching with you. So what is a pitch shot? So a pitch shot is a shot that we're going to play further from the green than we would with a chip shot. Now, with a pitch shot, you can imagine it as a longer chip shot. I'm going to demonstrate now with 3 different ball flights. So for example, we'll go for the one that's very low and rolls along the ground. Now already you can see I use a lot more energy than we would have done if it was a chip shot. If it's a medium shot, medium flight, we're up there. And the high one, even higher. And you can see how I've got to use a lot more energy with my arm as opposed to that energy that I would use if it was a chip shot. Okay guys, so now we're going to talk about the setup and the swing that we're going to use for pitching. So following on from discovering chipping with my colleague Scott, we're going to start with the grip. So as a right-handed golfer, my preferred way of holding it is with my left hand on top and my right hand on the bottom. From there, we're going to put our feet together and push our arms out and create the letter Y between our arms and the club. With this, we're going to hold the club so that it's waist high, and from there bow until the club hits the ground. Now once we're in this position, we're going to add a little bit of knee flex and take a little step left and a little step right. This will ensure the ball is in the middle of our stance. Now once we have that set up position, now we're going to explore the length of swing we'll require for hitting a pitch shot. So with that setup, what we want to do is swing the club back and forward and feel the weight of the club moving in our hands. You'll notice I'm swinging it longer, relatively above waist high on both sides. Now, if it helps, we're going to try and create the idea of an L shape in the backswing. As you visualize this, you will feel your wrists starting to move. Now, when we're swinging, the most important thing is as we come down to the area in which we're going to strike the ball, we're going to make contact with the ground. That contact is a sweeping action in where the club sweeps along the ground and does not dig. Now there's 2 other key things we need to be aware of when trying to pitch the golf ball. The first thing is low point. Now low point is the point at which the club changes from a downward direction to the golf ball to an upward direction. This is going to create a big circle at the bottom of the swing. This is the point at which we want the club to hit the ground. Okay? Now the second thing we've got to be aware of is bounce. Now bounce angle is the angle between the leading edge and the sole, the back of the sole of the golf club. We are going to use this to stop the club from digging in the ground and therefore reducing the speed of the club face and reducing the distance of the golf ball. So as we strike the ground, we want to try and feel the back and bottom of the club sliding along the grass and not the front edge of it digging in. Now to finish, I've got 2 exercises for us to try. The first exercise is trying to find the low point of the golf swing. What we're going to need is a golf club and a tee. Now what we want to do is push the tee into the ground, just leaving it sitting up a fraction from the grass. We're going to take our setup as normal, and now we're going to try and make this longer pitching swing and strike the tee as we're following through. Now on to our second exercise. This is about controlling the distance we want the ball to go. I have now 3 golf clubs, my sand wedge, my pitching wedge, and an 8-iron. I'm going to demonstrate the 3 different ball flights that we can use while pitching the golf ball. Now, as you'll notice, while I'm swinging these, the clubs that require the ball to carry further, for example my sand wedge, is going to require a longer swing than the swing I'm going to use for my 8-iron, where the ball has to carry less in the air as it's going to run longer on the ground. So here we go as an example. First up is my sand wedge. So same setup as we spoke about. All we're trying to do is swing the club a little bit longer than we would our 8-iron. high flight, and the ball will stop. Next we'll move on to the pitching wedge. Exact same setup, and you'll notice this flight will be a little bit lower and my swing will be a little bit shorter. So same setup again, up to the ball. And this one lands short of the green but rolls all the way up to the flag. And lastly, my 8-iron. Now this can be used in any situation where we don't have to get the ball to actually carry an object, for example a bunker. So in this situation, for example, where all I have is fairway, the green and the flag, this is the ideal shot for this. Again, the same setup as before, but a slightly shorter swing. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Now don't be afraid to get out there and experiment, trying different clubs from different distances and different lengths of swings, and discover pitching for yourself.